to meet and talk to Secretary Donovan for the vision that he has brought to HUD, for making the opportunity available for us to approach the provision of affordable housing in a different way. And for whatever number of years I have left, I look forward to working as hard as I possibly can to make it happen, because the citizens of Savannah and Chatham County deserve it.
Again, let me welcome our Secretary from HUD for being here. Mr. Donovan, you don't know, you are a breath of fresh air to come into our community. And it is about job creation. It is about housing for our residents here in this community. And under your leadership and under the leadership of our Executive Director, Earlene, it is also going to make great things happen in this community.
What's the problem that we're trying to solve? Basically, we've got about 1 million public housing units around the country that are struggling to keep the housing in decent, safe condition. As we stand here today, we have almost $26 billion in repairs that are needed in that housing. And because money is tight, we're losing about 10,000 to 15,000 public housing apartments every single year. So we can't afford to lose this precious resource. We've got to keep a roof over families' heads. But we all know that our fiscal situation in Washington and across the country is tough. So how are we going to find the resources to be able to keep these apartments in decent, safe condition and to allow kids growing up in those homes a safe place to live? We also know that any repairs we don't do today, if there's a hole in the roof and if it's raining and it starts leaking, it's going to cost us more 2, 3, 5 years from now to fix up that very same leak, because it's going to get worse. So the more that we can do today, the more creative ways that we can find to fix these apartments, the better off we're going to be. So what we're announcing today, the rental assistance demonstration, is an innovative way to bring public-private partnerships to public housing. For the last quarter century, we've built new affordable housing by bringing these public-private partnerships to bear. But for too long, bureaucratic rules have stood in the way of public housing being able to access these very same tools. What we're announcing today is bringing those tools to public housing for the very first time. And the excitement about this has been remarkable. In just a 30-day period that we allowed for applications, we had over 12,000 units of public housing come in and apply. What we're announcing today should help us lead to about $650 million in investment in public housing. That's going to create 10,000 jobs. 10,000 jobs with not a single extra dime cost to the taxpayer. That's innovative public-private partnerships at work, and that's exactly what the Obama administration is doing here by bringing creative solutions to government. And this is not only the 21st century way we should be rebuilding public housing. I think it also shows something bigger. In a time when too many Americans have lost faith in government, when we have too many debates about big government versus small government, public sector versus private sector, what we're doing today is getting beyond all those stale debates. This is smart government, not big government or small government, smart government that is without any cost to the taxpayer, putting money to work from the private sector, partnering with the public sector, and hopefully not only restoring these desperately needed units of public housing, not only putting 10,000 people back to work, but also restoring the faith of Americans that their government can do smart things and with no cost to the taxpayer, help families live a better life. That's what